La cosa la giornata è sole, un'aria serena dopo una tempesta, bella aria fresca, pare già una festa. Che bella cosa la giornata e sole, ma che bella è, oh sole mio, sta di fronte a te, oh sole mio, sta di fronte a te, sta di fronte a te. Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero inchiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprà, donna, solo tu quando la luce splenderà ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che ti fa mia. Tramontate stelle all'alba vincerò, vincerò, vincerò.
Honor the Consul General of Italy, Francesco Maritello. He is a staunch supporter of our people and our culture. And he is extremely helpful to all of us, especially in helping me to bring the Madonna to the United States. I thank you so much for all that you've done, and if you'll be so kind as to come forward, I'd like to present you with our ambassadorial award.
I spent 4 beautiful years here in New York, and among the very first people I met, well, you were one of the very first. I remember we went together to Albany, and so you introduced me to all the people who are important there, and then they changed, and you know, Albany, it's quite a fluid situation. And I learned how much you're able to work, to build this public-private partnership, which is so quintessentially New York. And which is, at the end of the day, what we try to do every day, also in the consulate, to work with other institutions, to work with private companies, to work with non-profit organizations, and all together to make a system. This is what we try to do. Very often, Italians are described as individual, too much individualistic. They trend to go each one in a different way. This happens, so we have to. The first year I arrived, I made the National Day here, was on 2008, so almost 1 year after my arrival, on June 2nd. And I spoke with people of Piaggio, and Ornella and I arrived driving a Vespa. A Vespa which I'm using continuously. Yesterday night, I was at a very big event in Wall Street, again, the same place where we had our National Day. Almost 1,000 people for a very nice charity event, and Versace was the honoree. And I arrived, I was black tie, but you know the traffic, how difficult it is to reach downtown. I left my big Chrysler to the ambassador coming from Washington, because of course when you need a big, nice car, you have a Chrysler. But I used my Vespa, which was a very great idea, and with my tuxedo, of course. This is the way to do it. And she was very happy. Her neck. I mean, maybe the streets of New York need a little bit of fixing sometimes. The best of Italy, the best of America, keeping the identity, the heritage, because we know that without an identity, without a clear idea of who we are, we don't know where we are going. So in order to march, in order to have a direction for cultural activities, for moving activities, for transport activity, etc., you know, to look behind. You have to have a history. And this is what you are doing with the Italian American Museum. So I want to congratulate you for this work. I have seen the birth of the Italian American Museum. It was a great satisfaction a few weeks ago to have this Madonna arriving there, the sign of the solidarity between Italian Americans and Italy, not only Italian Americans, by the way, Americans at large. And it was very nice to see this piece of art, which is not only the testimony of the great Italian art, which is something we could take somehow for granted in all Italian regions and Abruzzo, certainly. But also it's an important testimony of the Italian excellence in technologies like restoration, because restoration is science, is technology. And therefore what we have always to remember is that we have a great culture behind, but we have a great present and a great future, because Italy is certainly a country of art, but it's a country of technology, of precision, of punctuality, of being at the very best edge of everything in today's world. That's why you can change the driver, but at the end the competition is won by Italian technology. Thank you.
Consul General Tillot has been here for too short a time, and we hope that he will be able to stay a little longer. There is a very special place in our hearts for you and your family, for all that you have done. So please, I know that there is a little bit of a crisis that may be our benefit, that will allow you to stay, and we just hope that it's the case. So thank you very much.